Hello guys, how we doing? Welcome back to the West Ham World YouTube channel. Just a quick one. I'll be doing my preview for the Manchester United game probably later this evening or tomorrow morning. I just haven't had time to get round to that. I will get it out. Obviously, it's the end of the season. Everyone's a little bit damp anyway, so it's hard to get the enthusiasm to do those sort of videos anyway, but I will get it out there. Don't worry about that. It will come out at some point. Anyway, this is a quick video. West Ham have released a released list for the players that are going to be out of contract in the summer who are definitely going to be leaving West Ham United. There's 4 players. One player's off it that really, really concerns me, and I'll be very interested to know what you guys think about it. Anyway, names on the list. We'll start from the back. Lucas Fabianski will be leaving the club. He's the same age as me. He's 40 years old. He's been a fantastic servant for West Ham. He's been a great Premier League goalkeeper. He's done some great stuff for West Ham. But his time is up. Maybe we did offer him something. Maybe we did offer him something, or maybe it's become a bit of a mutual decision that maybe he knows that West Ham probably will be trying to sign a new goalkeeper in the summer. We've been linked with loads. One of them I don't even want anywhere near West Ham, in Ramsdale. And maybe Areola's staying and he thinks that, you know, it's time to go on. Or maybe Areola is going and he knows that a new goalkeeper's coming in and he doesn't want to be number 2 again. And he can probably go on and be a decent number 1 somewhere. You know, some of these promoted clubs coming up, maybe you want to go, you know, on the continent and play somewhere else. Goalkeepers, they can go on to 44, 45, you know, if he goes down the leagues a little bit. He's been a great servant, a really, really fantastic goalkeeper for West Ham. But yeah, his time has come to an end, unfortunately. He's up there for, you know, some of the best goalkeepers I've seen at West Ham in my lifetime. You know, I've seen Ludo's, Xhaka, Rob Green. He's up there. He's definitely up there. And good luck to Lucas. Good luck to him. Next name on the list. I'm going to leave him to the end because he's the one that probably the most sentimental. Danny Ings, next on the list. 125 grand a week, gone, thankfully. Listen, not his fault. Not his fault the way his career's played out at West Ham. He was the wrong signing. He was the wrong player for West Ham. He was never played in a system that suited him. I think he's been a model professional. You've never heard of him moaning or groaning or complaining or causing problems on the training ground. To be fair, if I was on 125 grand a week, I wouldn't be causing problems either. He scored a couple of goals for us. But yeah, just didn't work out. Not a good signing, not a good transfer. He is a good player. He is in the right system. He would have scored goals, but it was never going to work in the, you know, hit and run system that Moyes played. Potter hasn't looked at him. Lopetegui didn't look at him. So good luck to Danny. Yeah, just didn't work out, did it? Next on the list, Vladimir Coufal. I'm going to quote Ryan from West Ham Fan TV all them years ago. 5 million. 5 million for him. A Souček scouting masterpiece. What a player when he came over. You know, used to take the bus to the training ground. Has been a model professional his whole West Ham career. Always heart on his sleeve performances. He's putting some great crosses. It's a shame, really, if he doesn't ever get that goal for West Ham. You know, he's hit the post a couple of times in his career. You know, and he's got up there and he's like, go on. You know, it's always great when those players like that, you know, get their one goal, like when Stevie Potts got his goal them years ago. And George McCartney, I remember him scoring like a scissor kick before for West Ham. A top player, a top player. And he'll be missed. He will be missed purely for how he carries himself. If you can hear someone singing, it's my daughter singing in now. But yeah, good luck to Vlad. He nearly left in January, and I think that did hurt him. So yeah, he nearly left in January to Fulham. I think he really, really wanted that move. He's been quite vocal about it, talking about life-changing money and stuff like that. So yeah, I would assume, I reckon he will probably go to Fulham or a Premier League club. I reckon he'll want to stay in England. He'll still do a really, really good job for anyone. But yeah, I'm not surprised that he's going. Wan-Bissaka is, you know, hammer of the year for me. Been absolutely immense. And I think, you know, get a cover right back in that can play there as and when needed. Soufal doesn't want to be that. Fair play to him. But listen, he leaves. He's part of that team that won that trophy. He will always be in West Ham's history because of that. Good luck to you, Vlad. Good luck to you, mate. Last one, before I go on to the one which I'm really concerned is not on the list. Aaron Cresswell, the Tranmere player, ex-Tranmere. What a signing he's been. What a fantastic, fantastic player. The last of the Upton Park era as well, isn't he? Obviously, apart from the other guy who I'm going to talk about in a minute. Scored some worldies for us. And he's had, over his career at West Ham, he's had a few seasons where he's had absolute worldies of seasons, where he's assists, the left foot pingers, just a real, again, another professional. He's like that last little link with Mark as well, Mark Noble. I've always liked him. I listen, again, with the seasons when he's had good seasons, he's also had a few in there where he's been wobbly and been targeted. As he's got older, he's lost his pace, and he was quite commonly done with the ball over the top, deep, knowing that he's going to be beaten for the header. They put the big man against Cresswell, knowing that he's probably going to get beaten in the air. What I will say though, I was one that actually would have kept him around. If there was a chance if he wanted to stay, I maybe would have kept him around because I think he's done all right the last few games. I know they're a bit meaningless, but I think the games that he's played with Ollie Scholes, I think he's been excellent in terms of, I imagine he will guide him through the game. And he looks good in that left centre-back role where he hasn't got, bomb up and down. He can sort of, he doesn't really get exposed for pace there. He played that really, really well when obviously Declan Rice was in front of him. But again, in that era of West Ham, he could get forward because he knew that Dex would cover for him. But yeah, it's not to be. He is going to be leaving West Ham. Yeah, it's a shame. Because, again, the way we deal with the way that players leave, I don't like it. And if he doesn't get a testimonial, it's a disgrace. Like with Ginge and Ogbonna, players like that. Again, Cresswell was there, one of the winners of the trophy. I'm glad he's got that at West Ham. There has been a couple of times where there were rumours that he wanted to go. I think he was close to joining Wolves at one point. But yeah, this is the end of Aaron Cresswell. And another one. Good luck, mate. Again, I think you'll do a job somewhere. He's still got some real quality in that left foot. And good luck to him. But last bit of this video, guys. Last thing to sum up here. There's one name that is missing. And it sticks out massively. And that is Mikel Antonio. I do believe his contract was up or is up this summer. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's next year. If we're keeping him and it's not on a pay-as-you-play deal, I think it's utter stupidity. It's done now. The man is done. He's finished. And this is not me being disrespectful because of the car accident and me being like I've got, no compassion at all. Absolutely feel sorry for the guy, for the injury. Massive injury. Glad he's alive. The man was on the downturn for the last year and a half. He's run his socks out. He's done everything for West Ham. He's put his heart on the line. He's a top goal scorer in the Premier League. Bayern probably will overtake that. Obviously beat this man's record. I'm not saying I don't respect Mikel. I do. I think, the man is a legend. Again, he is one of the cup winners in most people's lifetimes, around my age and younger. But I don't want him to be an option anymore. I don't want him to be an option for any manager. I don't want him to be an option for Potter's team moving forward. With Ings going, I want Antonio to go as well. I want us to buy two strikers, two different players. The only way I could maybe be swayed with Mikel Antonio staying at West Ham is if he was on a pay-as-you-play deal. That, like, okay, let's see if you get back fit. Who knows what he's going to be like? That bone, that femur bone, is huge. The man nearly died. He was starting to lose his pace anyway. I just can't see him being in any way effective on the football pitch for West Ham anymore. I can't see it. Who knows? We'll wait and see. Maybe they're going to announce that individually. Maybe they're going to have a bit more of a compassionate send-off for him because of the circumstances. I could be wrong. Who knows? Let me know what you guys think on terms of Michail Antonio. For me, he has to be on that list as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I don't do enough of these, and I want to do more. Come on, you wines. Let's go.